Once upon a time, in a majestic castle nestled among lush gardens, there lived a young princess named Snow White. With her fair skin and dark hair, she exuded gentleness and warmth, qualities that endeared her to all who met her. Dressed in a simple gown, she sang merrily as she went about her chores in the castle. Little did she know that her beauty and kindness had awakened jealousy in her stepmother, the evil queen. The queen, draped in elegant dark robes, was consumed by her obsession with being the fairest in the land. Daily, she would consult her magic mirror, a mesmerizing and enchanted artifact, to reaffirm her beauty. "Mirror, mirror on the wall," she would ask, only for the mirror to echo back, naming Snow White as the fairest. Enraged, the queen called upon her huntsman and commanded him to escort Snow White deep into the forest. Under the guise of a walk, the huntsman was to end her life and return with her heart as proof. Frightened and lost, Snow White fled through the daunting forest, but a host of friendly woodland creatures soon comforted her. Trusting in their gentleness, she allowed them to guide her to a quirky little cottage hidden among the trees. Inside, she marveled at the small, quaint furniture and the dwarf's whimsical belongings. Exhausted, she fell asleep just as the 7 dwarfs returned from their day in the diamond mines. Though shocked to find an intruder, they quickly warmed to Snow White, charmed by her innocence and kindness. Each dwarf had a unique personality, from Grumpy's perpetual grumbling to Happy's contagious cheerfulness. Meanwhile, the queen concocted a plan to rid herself of Snow White. Using vile potions, she transformed herself into a hag in a dark laboratory filled with bubbling cauldrons. With wicked designs, she crafted a poisoned apple, its surface glowing with a sinister red aura. Disguised, she found her way to the dwarf's cottage, offering the apple to an unsuspecting Snow White. Despite the animal's warning cries, Snow White took a fateful bite and fell lifeless to the ground. The queen's laughter echoed ominously. The heartbroken dwarfs mourned deeply, placing Snow White in a glass coffin surrounded by the evergreen forest. Seasons passed, accompanied by visits from the gentle animals. The steadfast dwarfs never forgot their beloved princess. It was during this watchful vigil that a noble prince rode into the forest on horseback. Upon hearing Snow White's tale of woe, he was moved to approach her coffin. With a tender kiss, love's enchantment broke the spell, causing Snow White to wake, radiant and alive. Joyful reunions unfolded as the dwarfs and animals celebrated her return. Their happiness was a testament to love's transcendence over darkness. Snow White and the prince journeyed back to the castle, waving farewell to the adored dwarfs who had become her family. As they rode off towards the horizon, the castle stood bathed in the glow of a golden sunset, and a sense of peace and fulfillment enveloped the land. Goodness and love now reigned supreme, trudging the memory of jealousy and evil as mere shadows of the past. And thus, their hearts found solace in the comforting words, "Happily ever after."